Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Things You Can Sink Your Teeth Into podcast, or should I say, the books you can sink your teeth into podcast. I'm starting to think like Count Vlad when I talk about things you can sink your teeth into. But anyway, it's good to have you here. Thank you for joining. This morning, I am going to put on my pug cap. Now, I've got a couple comments about, hey, just because you put on a different hat doesn't make you a different character. But look, we're dealing with a zero budget, doing it on the fly podcast here. So got to take what you can get and use a little imagination. So anyway, I'm going to put my pug hat on because I have 3 pugs and I love them. And today we're going to talk about a book that I read. This was given to me by a friend, a co-worker friend, who lives in London, and he's got a wonderful family. And he shared this book with me because he himself really enjoyed it. Now, the reason the reason I wanted to share this book with you is a couple reasons. One, 2 weeks ago we had Cinco de Mayo, so it's a Mexican holiday that we like to celebrate here in the United States. And the other thing is that, I lived in Los Angeles. I lived there for, 20 years or something like that. And, I worked alongside a number of Mexican friends and family. And, it was reading this book, and here it is. It's called The Tortilla Canyon by T.C. Boyle. All right, the Tortilla Canyon. The tortilla curtain, canyon. There's a canyon in the book. That's why I'm getting confused. There's a canyon that's in the book, but the tortilla curtain. Now, when you look at the cover, or you think about the wall, you think it's political. Not really. It's an interesting book. Should I recommend it? I'm going to recommend it if you're an adult. Okay. This is a hard book. Now, it's about a migrant worker who comes to the United States, who's been coming to the United States, getting work and going back home to Mexico to his small village, and then one year he brings his wife, his newly married wife, who's pregnant, and it's a bit hard of a read. It's a lot. It kind of opens your eyes now. Being someone who's lived in LA, I can tell you that, there's a lot of truth in this book, but there's also a lot of fiction. It's really written by an Anglo, from an Anglo's eyes. There's some things that I didn't quite care for, but didn't ruin the book. Didn't ruin the story. It does describe the areas very well. And it does depicts the hard life that a lot of these migrant workers have to deal with. So it is a good read. Like I said, it does not really dive into politics about the wall, not at all. It's about a man and his wife who actually are here, and they're coming over to do meaning seasonal work, right? They come over for seasonal work, and yeah, it's about the hardships and all that they do, and it also it has a comparison with another family. It's a white family. It's a second husband, second marriage, and all, and it kind of contrasts their lives. Very well done. Like I said, it's a very well written book. It is mature themes though, so when you read it, I would not recommend that for anyone, probably high school younger. I would definitely say just probably wait a little bit. It's a college level book actually, so after 18, that's my opinion. Take it for what it's worth. Okay, but yeah, this book will kind of open your eyes to the situations that people encounter and endure. So, good book. A little bit on the more serious side than what I tend to like. For example, I am I tend to enjoy the more whimsical books. And when we talk about whimsical books, of course, I have to plug my book, Ravenscythe, with Beth Ann Flowers. Buy the book, buy the book. Sorry. I did that because I got a comment. It's like one guy goes, how many times are you going to plug Ravenscythe? So now I got to plug it every single time. No, but I like whimsical. I like history, right? Uh, I like fiction, like murder mysteries and things like that. But this was definitely a good one. I would say, yeah, I would definitely recommend it. I mean, it's interesting. It's one of those books that you'll read it and it's like, okay, I get why he recommended it. So it's kind of hard to put in words. So I'll stop right there. Up next, we have Harshen Hank, followed by Charlie Cleanwell, and then, of course, Count Vlad bringing up the rear with his goofiness. So everyone, have a wonderful day, and thanks for being here. Bye. Hey, everybody, it's Harshen Hank here. Hanshin Tigers baseball fan, and it's good to be here. I was told that I got to make it quick because Count Vlad apparently has some big news to give everyone. So anyway, we'll get through our stuff. So just a little bit of sports for you all. Hanshin Tigers, favorite team in the Japanese Professional Baseball League, still number one. Yay. So you can see that they are 21 wins, 16 losses, so doing good, beating the Giants, but Giants have 2 losses, but they also got 21 wins. So it's a close race, as it usually is. Hiroshima right behind it. And so, yeah, so Hanshin's doing really well this year, so we're all happy for them, at least I am. Well, let's jump over to the only league that counts in the American side, which is the National League Central. And we can see that Pirates are still in it. Look, this has been great. They're still hanging in. You can see here they're 21 wins, 25 losses. They had a big win, I think it was yesterday, which is great. The Cubs and the Brewers are they're keeping pace. The Pirates are keeping pace, which is what you want to do. You want to keep pace. You don't want to get too far behind. And then they just go on a bit of a win run, and they can be right back in it. So, Cardinals and Reds are. I mean, it's a very competitive division, it really is. And so we got that there. Now I wanted to just go from baseball and talk a little bit about golf. I'm a fan. I wouldn't say I'm a super fan, but I'm a fan. And yesterday, one of the top number 1 ranked golfer in the world, his name's Scotty Scheffler, he got into an altercation. Apparently, trying to get to the golf course. There was an accident. It was a fatality. So the police had everything blocked both ways, and they were letting cars go by, slowly. It was a fatality, right? So it is what it is. I mean, somebody died. So, but apparently, and this is what I think happened. I think Scotty Scheffler was like, "Hey, rules don't apply to me. I'm number 1. I'm Scotty Scheffler. I'm driving through here." And he started to go around the accident. I mean, my God, if it was me, I'd be thrown into jail, and there would be no bail. I mean, I'd be in there for 4 or 5 weeks until they had the court hearing. An officer comes up and says, "Stop." Apparently, somehow took the car, grabbed the car, whatever. And Scheffler didn't stop, kept going, and dragged this man. Like 10 yards, 20 yards. I mean, it was dragged him enough that his, his police officer outfit and whatnot for the traffic was ripped up and had to throw it out. So, I mean, it's a serious thing. But Scheffler apparently goes in, they did take him to jail, but gets booked, and then he's released. And he's back out on the golf course. He didn't even miss his tee time. I'm sorry. It's kind of ridiculous. And then, of course, the news, what is first thing is that Scheffler's lawyer comes on. It's a big misunderstanding. he's a good guy. I'm not going to say maybe he is a good guy, but what he did wasn't good. And I know that he wasn't going to tolerate the traffic. He was above that. That's exactly what happened. But he's going to get, and of course he was like, and then he comes on and he's like, oh, it was a lot of confusion. I know what was happening. I tried to obey the law. No, you didn't. Come on, man. I would respect him more. Be honest, I would respect him more if he just came out and said, I was late. There was a lot of traffic. I kind of lost my mind. It's a big tour, a big game, big match I got to do. And I just kind of lost it, and I'm sorry. I feel horrible for that officer. I'm going to make it up to him, his family. And I went as I stepped, and I would respect him more. But this whole, oh, I'm innocent, look at my face, I'm such a good guy, it's a bunch of crap. Sorry. It irritates me, really irritates me. Okay. So now let's get to hockey. Because the Florida Panthers, Boston Bruins had a slugfest of a series. I kind of wanted Boston to win, but Florida did. So kudos, take my hat off to Florida. Kudos for them. They're going to meet the Rangers, who are another dynamic, fun, fast team. It's going to be a good round, I think. And then on the Western side, Dallas beat the Avalanche. Now, I actually did think the Avalanche were going to take it, but then the star player for the Avalanche got into, I think it's drug problems, I don't know, but he got taken off because of that. So once you lose a player of that caliber, and then the Stars are a good team. I mean, they're a really good team, so they were able to do it. So Stars won, and then we have another great series going on up in Western Canada. The Canucks, the Vancouver Canucks against the Edmonton Oilers. And man, it's been like 3-2, like every game. One time the Oilers win, the next time the Canucks win. Sorry about that. I edited that out. But it was back and forth. I mean, it's really been good. So they got another game tonight. So excited to see that. Okay, now to get to Harry Potter. Okay, so it looks like sports is taking over for me. But so to let you guys know what happened, I was in Hogwarts, and I kind of showed you the scenes last week where I was. Well, I no sooner get to I'm still in Hogwarts, right? And then they cut to this next thing I got to do is I'm battling mountain trolls. And I'm not a fighter in these games. I don't know. I'm like pushing buttons and I'm shaking. I don't know what to do. Mountain trolls keep killing me over and over. So I'm kind of stuck. I got to figure out. I may have to YouTube and see if there's a cheat. To me, I like exploring. I like, games that let me explore and run around and not have to battle. Those are the games for me. But even though I put this on the easy level, right, it's still difficult. I'm still struggling with it. So anyway, once I get past those mountain trolls, I'll do another video for that. But, it may be a week or two. Depends. All right, everybody. Thanks for watching. Good to see you all. Take care. Cheers. Bye. Cleanwell. Talking. Oh, okay. Okay. Can't do it. Can't do it. They're really coming down hard on us, making us wear that helmet all the time. But I just can't do the podcast, wear that helmet. Anyway, hi. Charlie Cleanwell here. And welcome to the DeathStar. How am I doing? What do you think? I'm living on a Death Star, for crying out loud. Anyway. Yeah, so got a lot of big news. Okay. So in the movies, you all saw Padme dying from a broken heart. Oh, boo-hoo, boo-hoo. That's the movie. They just wanted to write her character out for whatever reason. Truth of the matter is, she didn't die of anything. She just wanted to break up with Darth. So, look, here's why the movie's so ridiculous. We got technology that somebody could be dumped in lava, burned 80%, and we could still bring that person back to life. But yet, Somebody with a broken heart can't do it, right? So, anyway, Padme wanted to break up with Darth, and the Emperor facilitated it, and they broke up. It was nasty. That's why Darth broken hearted everything. And the thing is, she started dating the Mandalorian, this guy, and it hasn't been nice. So, as we know, the Mandalorian took off with Baby Yoda, crushing the Emperor's heart. Emperor goes, hires the Batman to go and find her. And Darth sweetened the pot a little bit for the Batman. And so we got that going on. We're waiting to hear back what's happening. Apparently, Mandalorian did find Baby Yoda. They did find Baby Yoda. So they're together somewhere. I don't know where, but anyway, things are happening. And that's why we're all having to wear the helmets now. Because the Emperor, when Baby Yoda comes back, the Emperor's going to lock this place down. It's going to be ridiculous. Okay. All right, so in other news, I haven't heard anything back from the jazz player. I think he realized that the blues is superior, so which is fine. It's good. I'm glad he came around to his senses and admits that blues is the best. But talk about sulking and skulking around. Darth has been just out of his mind. I mean, look, he can't even stand still. He's just like shaking with anger because of the Mandalorian and Padme now dating. It just drives him absolutely nuts. So I wrote a little song for Darth. I'm going to play it for you guys. I want to see if you like it. And I'll maybe go down to Darth's egg and play it for him one day. But here it is. All right, here we go. It's a blues song, so. I got blues from my baby down the DeathStar way. Padme's not so far away. If I ever did treat her so bad, she was the best girl I ever had. Said goodbye. Had to take a cry, gonna lay down and die. I used the force to choke my people out. If she don't come back, think I'm gonna lose my mind. If I ever get back to stay, it's gonna be another brand new day. Walking with my baby down the DeathStar way. And that's where the solo comes in. Now, I got about a 20-minute solo practice with this, so I'm going to need to get my looper going, so I can just put that all on a loop, and then I can just, jam, right? And anyway, so this is Charlie Cleanwell. Hope you all have a great weekend. We'll talk to you soon. Bye. Good evening, everyone. It is I, Count Vlad, and welcome to my castle. I am so happy that you are here. Tonight, you can see, we have the candlelight. Be careful. The stairway is treacherous. And we have a beautiful evening. For a vampire. Yes. So welcome to my castle. I am so glad you are here. A lot that we need to catch up on. I have been a very busy vampire since we last talked. So you all know that I have been reading the book Ravenscythe. Okay, and there's another shameless plug. And I know that there was a vampiress, a beautiful vampiress. Her name was Lilith, Queen Lilith. And she was captured. And I rescued her. Now, I should say, this is a spoiler alert, but nobody's buying the book. So, who am I going to spoil it to? So I rescued her, I did. And so I cannot tell you her whereabouts. It's a big secret. And the writers of the book have told me that I must keep this a secret, or they are going to send the witches, the Count, the Batty, and the Flappy, and the Flippy, and the Dippy. They're going to send all those witches to me, and I don't want that. I mean, those are beautiful sisters. I like them all, yes, but I don't want them all here at one time. So it is the Count has to keep his lips sealed, and what's happening? I am getting a phone call. Oh, I wonder who it could be. It is my good friend Count Fangora calling. Hello.
Good evening.
Yes, hello.
This is Count Fangora calling. I want to tell you, Vlad, Uranus. Guess what? You're in big trouble now. I guess you didn't expect this, huh? Now you're going to have a problem medically. It's not your fault. Or is it? I think it is your fault, 'cause you're a dum-dum. Guess what you did? You went after Lilith. You know Lilith is a lot older than you by centuries. And guess what she gave you? She gave you some elderly itch. Yes, now your skin is flaking. I told you not to mess with her. She's only in your imagination. She's not a real vampire, or is she?
Okay. Couple things. A gentleman never tells, right? A gentleman never tells. And when I rescued Queen Lilith, she gave me a wonderful, that's right, she gave me crabs. And here they are. Now, I don't know why she was giving them to me, because a vampire, we don't eat crabs, right? I don't understand it, but it was a very nice gesture. So, okay. So that wraps up this show. Thank you all for coming. Until next time, adieu.